So when you have a question like this, step 1, do not be afraid. Step 2, remember to start with math. Let's do this together. In a hall, the ratio of men to women is 2:3. If 10 more women enter the hall, the ratio becomes 1:2. How many men are in the hall? So let's write down the first ratio. We have 2:3. Then the final ratio will have 1:2. So now we're going to get an equivalent ratio of this one that is going to make it have the same number as we have here. For us to do it, we are just going to multiply this ratio by 2 and we are going to have 2:4. So why am I doing this? Is because the number of men did not change. So I'm trying to ensure that the number in the ratios I have will also remain the same so that I can solve. So now I can now proceed to solving how we have already solved in a previous lesson. So now let's do this. We can write an equivalent ratio of 2:3 to be 2x ratio 3x is still the same thing. So now this 2x is representing the total number of men and this 3x is representing the initial number of what? Women in the hall. So now we can now say that 2x, right, plus 3x is equal to y, which is the number of people that were in the hall initially. So now what are we going to say? We can still have this to be 5x is equal to y. Let's call this equation 1. That's the first equation. Now let's go to the second scenario, which is now 2:4. We can still write it as also 2x ratio 4x, right? So now when we add this together, we can have, now this 4x is the final number of women when we have 10 more women. So this is 2x plus 4x is going to give us y plus how many? 10. Why? Because we have 10 more women joining the hall. So this is going to give us 6x is equal to, now remember that y here is 5x, right? In this equation 1 that we called 5x. So it's going to be plus 10, right? So these are equation 2. You can just simplify equation 2 immediately. So now what are we going to do? We are going to collect like terms. 5x comes to this place. It's going to become 6x minus 5x because the sign is going to change as it crosses the equality sign. So we are going to have equal to 10. So x is equal to 10. So now since we know that one part in the ratio is x and is equal to 10, so it means that the number of men, which is 2x, is going to be 2 times 10. And we're going to have that the number of men in the hall is 20 men. So I know it's a bit tricky and it's a bit confusing, but do not be afraid of questions like this. Always remember to start with math, and I'll see you in another lesson.